Hey everyone, how's it going? Mike Sparacino and Brandon Wojno back with another episode of Pucks and Brews. And yeah, Rangers are in the conference final, which is I'm still shocked that
Yeah,
this is actually happening.
knew it was gonna happen the whole time. Game one, of the season. No, I'm kidding. I didn't know it was gonna happen. Ridiculous. I don't know how the fuck they did that.
Yeah, no, like I said, I'm still in shock, especially after how things went after round one.
Yeah,
But
it was first. Yeah.
but hey, this is actually happening. And
Oh, uh,
oh yeah, I didn't get a cold brew today, but at least Woj, you're taking care of it.
yeah. Forgot those koozies.
Actually, what do you got?
Kona Big Wave, I think. Or Gold. What the fuck is this? I need Brendan here. So much for it. Did you try getting him on the show?
I don't even ask him anymore because he always says no.
Yeah, I forgot to. I was gonna text him today, but I figured he'd be busy.
Yeah, he usually is. Anyway, so since Woj cracked open a beer, hope all of you are enjoying a favorite drink of choice, as I sometimes forget to say. But yeah, let's quickly go through the second round. Kind of a tale of four different series, which was actually very interesting to watch with how everything played out.
Yeah.
But let's start over in the West. Colorado and St. Louis. Dude, this was a really good, hard-fought series. Just some good hockey.
Yeah, it was. I honestly didn't know what was going to happen with St. Louis. I thought maybe because they'd been there before, they'd be able to get an upper hand, but especially the Kadri stuff with Binnington, he got hurt, and Husso wasn't fully ready. I don't think. Yeah, I think it's pretty crazy. That was a good series.
Yeah, no, just good hockey. And Nazem Kadri, he's certainly putting himself in contention for Conn Smythe after that performance.
Yeah, I also didn't think the hit was that bad. I think they just went into him.
Yeah,
I don't think he purposely went out of his way. Usually he would, but I think it's changed now. He's on Colorado.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Plus, guy was suspended 2 straight years in the playoffs, which is what got him traded to Colorado in the first place. I don't think he's trying to make that same mistake a third time.
No.
All right, so on to Calgary and Edmonton. Bro, that was not a kicking motion. That goal should have stood.
Yeah, I'm a little. I don't know if I have any of those games I watched, but yeah, that series is pretty good too. I think it was up in the air. I thought Calgary would have won it just because it's Edmonton. They never do anything, but they pull one out of their ass, I think. And that was another really good series. Who knows where Johnny Hockey goes? Probably already in Philly.
Maybe. But at the same time, Philly is their team is not in a good state right now. So I don't know if you want to actually go there. But yeah, no, that series, there was just no goaltending. It was just goals. 9-6 game one, and then Calgary somehow loses 4 in a row after that. Now,
yeah, I don't know where Marchand from regular season was, but that was a high scoring series.
That was. And I got to be completely honest with you. I don't think I've ever laughed so hard watching an NHL playoff series.
No, yeah, it was fun the whole time.
Oh, yeah. No, I was having a field day. It was just very fun to watch. So,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, then the Tampa Bay Lightning swept Florida.
That feels
Jesus
like
Christ.
It happened 3 weeks ago.
It does feel like it happened 3 weeks ago. Dude, Florida scored 3 goals.
Yeah, that can't happen. With the high octane offense, it's probably one of the best ones since I want to say Tampa when Kucherov had put up 128 points. That's nuts to do all that and do nothing in the playoffs. It's insane.
Yeah, you might actually be right about that. I forgot to double check that, but yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's a complete guess on my part, but yeah, it could happen. Who knows?
Yeah, Florida just they kind of no-showed, except for Bobrovsky, and then Tampa, it's just yeah, they're still for real, which is fucking scary because they look like a completely different team once the playoffs started.
Even without point 2 for most of the series, right?
Yeah, all of the series, I think.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because I think he got hurt the first round.
Yeah, I actually forgot about that. Holy shit! And they still, god damn. Is there any timetable in his return?
Maybe sometime this series, but I think it was pretty bad. I think it was something this knee or his ankle, somewhere in his leg.
I mean, the fact that Tampa can play that well without him is that's scary.
Yeah.
And Vasilevsky just went completely off in that series.
Yeah, he's a nutcase. I know how he's that good. He's insane. It's up for him and Igor as the best goalies right now in the league. And I think in like game 7, elimination games, I think he has like 3 shutouts or something. You don't even have to fact check me on that because I know it's probably not true, but he just plays insane when it's
It might even be more
elimination.
than that.
Probably is.
Yeah, no, just like it was kind of scary how good he was in games 3 and 4 against. Yeah, no, just absolutely scary. And speaking of him, we move on to the goalie who's going to win the Vezina, Igor Shesterkin. I mean, dude, he's putting, if the Rangers make it to the final, I mean, there's very good consideration. He has to be in consideration. He's
out of everyone on the Rangers, it's him, if anything.
Yeah, because I mean, I think specifically back to game 3 of this series, like the Hurricanes were the better team. Rangers were opportunistic with Shesterkin outplaying Ranta.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, this series could have easily been over in 5, but the Rangers won when they needed to. They opportunistic when they needed to be, which is actually very unlike this team.
Oh yeah, completely unopportunistic. But the one thing that I think is crazy is that like, we're lucky that game 7 they were able to pull it out of their ass, but I wasn't impressed as Carolina's offense because even at home they were only putting in 2 at most 3 goals. I don't think they scored anything over that, especially the way our first round went. Just for them to final game 7 when it's like, oh, okay, hey, we're 6-0 or 7, whatever they were, and on at home ice, they just completely shit the bed.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. That's honestly why I picked Carolina to win the series in the first place. It was just because of how bad we looked against Pittsburgh. And we all know if Carolina would have played Pittsburgh first round, that arguably might have been a sweep in Carolina's favor.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it would have been completely different too. They might have had a little more offense against Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah, no, I agree. But Rangers are moving on to the conference. Like, dude, I'm still in shock. Like, I legitimately can't believe this because we've been outplayed in either 10 or 11 out of the 14 games so far, at least. So Rangers are doing something. They're doing something here.
I think last night was the first time they played a third period or one of the first times. There's a couple where they didn't let the foot off the gas in the third period. Yeah, they got 2 goals put on them towards the end, but like usually, especially against Carolina, they're in the first game. I think they were just doing the dump and chase method, just try to get it in, grind them out, and they did not do that. They kept it on the foot on the gas the whole time.
Yeah, Rangers dump and chase that hasn't worked for them. Like all
I
playoffs.
think they're starting to see it.
Yeah,
let them do what they want and let it go.
Yeah, exactly. It just fucking no dump and chase, please. Just please no. I don't need to continue to watch us get outplayed at even strength.
No.
But no, Carolina, like, dude, their power play sucked.
Yeah, they were not good.
I don't even like. Obviously, I'm going to give credit to the Rangers penalty kills. Killing
unit.
Yeah, thank you. I've been having brain farts all morning.
Okay, it's Monday.
It feels like a Monday, at least up here for me. But yeah, no, Carolina couldn't get anything going on their power play. I want to give full credit to the Rangers penalty killing unit, but at the same time, it looked like Carolina wasn't even trying to get the puck into the middle of the ice and try and get high danger chances, like almost every time they were on the power play.
Yeah.
So it was like, it's kind of half and half there.
I agree.
Yeah, but no, Igor looked significantly better this series than the first series, which is very good because if he would have played honestly anywhere near how he did the first series, that the series would never went 7.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, and
didn't get pulled at all.
He made some. I don't think he's getting enough credit in particular for how well he played last night because I thought he played a lot better than people were realizing.
Yeah. He played insane last night. He really needed especially this year, he really needed to step it up and like said he got pulled in Pittsburgh. That didn't happen at all. It was completely different against Carolina. It was
Yes.
more on who can do what on home ice, and it came down to it at the end of the series, and it was like, all that stuff went to the side, and it was a completely different game, two different teams. So game 7.
Yeah. And just one more thing about the Rangers being opportunistic. They should have never been up 2-0 in game 6 with the specific goals that they scored.
Yeah.
Yeah. But hey.
They did it.
Yeah, they did. They did. And I wasn't even able to celebrate last night because I was literally just like, oh my God. It's like this team is actually doing this.
They were skating off the ice at the end of the game, and I was like, holy shit. Like, they're going to the Eastern Conference Final.
Yeah, it's just like,
no
holy
one's
shit.
This. Yeah.
Yeah, no, dude. Like, especially after how things progressed through the season up until the trade deadline, it was just like, this team is going nowhere, and now they're in the conference final.
Exactly.
Fuck, it's, dude, wild stuff. This is what.
Yep.
Never count your team out in the playoffs unless you're the Nashville Predators this year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so, we're on the Rangers, so let's talk about it. Eastern Conference Final.
Rangers
versus the Lightning.
I don't know. My brother was telling me this before. He's like, I think they might have an easier time at Tampa than they do with the other teams. I don't know why. We did do well against them in the regular season, I'm pretty sure. Then that goes out the window once it's the playoffs. But I don't know. Maybe there's something different. I don't know. Vasilevsky's going to be insane to beat. Hedman's unreal. They're out with Point probably still. And the rest of that group, they don't seem like they've just been figuring out how to win games. I don't think that they're the same Tampa they were the last 2-3 years.
That's what I thought going into this playoffs as well.
Yeah.
But then they did what they did against the Leafs and the Panthers. And I'm just like, how is this team still this effing good?
That's true. But then again, it's the playoffs. Who knows what could happen now? Which is the fun thing to think of.
Yeah, I just want to point this out. Like Vasilevsky's save percentage, if I remember correctly, in the regular season was .916, which was not anywhere near Vezina worthy. No. And he's actually outperformed Shesterkin in the playoffs so far.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. He's really, really good.
Yeah, no, he was, especially games 3 and 4 against Florida. He was like, dude, he was playing unreal.
I think it's starting to go like before. I think it was more like, oh, Tampa is so good. They make Vasilevsky look good because of their offense and what they do. But I think this series is also like similar to Igor. It's been all him. Like, he's just been insane. People are starting to realize, like, it's not actually just Tampa because they're so good offensively and defensively. Vasilevsky is, like, insane.
I'd argue that Vasilevsky's been better this playoffs than the last 2 years.
For sure.
Yeah. Then again, it also helped the last 2 years when you had a third line of Yanni Gord, Blake Coleman, and Barclay Goodrow.
Yeah.
Just saying. If that's your third line, your GM knows what he's doing.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on.
What is your official, if you had to put money
Rangers
on
in
it?
7.
Rangers in 7?
I might do that after this call. I might go to FanDuel and put a bet in.
All right. Well,
see.
If the Rangers can get on the power play as much as they did against Carolina, they'll win this series.
I agree.
But I don't see that happening because Tampa Bay is a more disciplined team.
For sure. Yeah.
Because didn't Carolina lead the league in penalty minutes this season?
Yeah.
And that is what came back to bite them.
Sure it did.
Yeah, but no, if the Rangers even if they can't get on the power play, like they got to wake up at even strength to have any chance. But if I'm putting money on the series, I got to go Tampa. I'm sorry.
No, I don't blame you.
Yeah, so I'm hopping on another Zoom call in like 15 minutes, and I am gonna get just verbally bent over to put it nicely.
Nice.
Yeah. So Western Conference Final, Avalanche versus Edmonton. I gotta go Colorado here because I just think, dude, McKinnon's got to win.
Yeah, if he doesn't, he's gonna rid Colorado of all their fast food and everything. He's gonna tear it up there. I don't know what he's gonna do if they don't win. He's gonna go. He should just force a trade, or no, I don't know what I'm talking about now. I don't know what happens with them. I think Edmonton is due, but then again, I think Colorado wants it more than they do.
Yeah, I mean, dude, McDavid is just on an absolute tear right now, and Kemper looked shaky in game 6 and 7 against St. Louis. So in that regard, Edmonton could pull off the upset. So, but I'm still going Colorado because that team is just like that overall team is just nasty.
Yeah, they are. It's gonna be two good teams.
It's like, bro, when you have Bo and Byram as like your number 5, just like
sure.
Jesus Christ. I also think Edmonton's back end, their decor is pretty overrated. So
Edmonton still has that weird thing where they have guys in the. I saw a tweet like this. They have Zach Cassian, Josh Archibald, and like a few other like random guys that like. How do you go deep in the playoffs with these kids being your depth players? And it's not like a Barclay Goodrow. It's not like, a Nick Paul or someone like that, or who does Colorado have?
they
Like
got
Burakovsky, guys like that. Like have been around. Like these guys are like possibly borderline AHL players, and they're still getting it done.
Just because I have their roster up on Cap Friendly, they got Lehkonen, Burakovsky, Cogliano. Helm scores a goal for like the first time in 6 years to win the series.
Yeah, you could have told me Helm retired 6-7 years ago. I'd believe you. I could not believe he's still in the NHL.
Yeah, that's wild. Nichushkin's been good. Comfer's been good. Newhook.
Yeah.
Aube Kubel. Dude, they got a freaking well-rounded roster.
Yeah. Kubel was good on Philly. He was nice. He's a good piece. And then, can you look up Edmonton's real quick?
Sure. Well, obviously they got friggin' McDavid and Nugent Hopkins, Draisaitl.
Then again, their back end is like Duncan Keith's up there. He's been there before. He knows what it takes to win, but he's not Duncan Keith from Chicago.
He's 38.
Yeah, he's 38 years old.
Darnell Nurse, Tyson Barrie, Cody Ceci.
Yeah, Cody Ceci. They've had Clefbaum. I don't think he's played in like 3 years.
Oh, I just thought about this because this went like way over my head because of everything that's gone on in the playoffs. Cody Ceci and Tyson Barrie, 2 guys that were terrible on the Maple Leafs, and now they're in the Western Conference Final. Can't make this stuff up.
And Nurse, who might be overpaid, but then again, every NHL defense in this last year over the summer got paid over $9 million. If either they're number 1.
Yeah, dude, Jesus Christ. Yeah, him and Seth Jones, those contracts, yeesh.
Yeah, not good.
No, not good at all. But
I mean, I like Seth Jones. He can make that money, but not on Chicago. If he's good on Columbus, on Chicago, it just looks terrible because of how bad they are.
See. Yeah, that's about it because we didn't have a lot planned to talk about because not much happened. The only thing I want to touch upon, Nazem Kadri.
Mm-hmm.
Good on you, brother. Good on you. You dealt with that like a true pro. I respected him as a player before this.
Yeah, he always got his nose in some shit, but he's always been like an unreal player. He does everything.
Yeah. No, he's a player who plays on the edge, but I mean, if the Rangers weren't in like full-on rebuild when they were, I 100% would have advocated for them to trade for him.
For sure.
Yeah, he would have been a really good second line center.
He would have. Oh, real quick.
Well, for us, at least.
I was saying before, Edmonton's their depth and stuff.
Oh shit! Sorry.
So I know obviously like McDavid and Draisaitl make a good amount. So does Hyman, Nugent Hopkins. But then
Hyman was low key
quiet.
Like, I think he's still an underrated pickup for them.
Yeah, I think so too. Maybe he's just quiet because I really haven't watched the games on so late. But especially the regular season, he's probably done some stuff now. But he is really good.
I completely forgot Derek Brassard was on the Oilers.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So let's go through that. Kyle Turris. Since Nashville. Fuck? Colton Sevior. Because when he's still on Dallas. Evander Kane. He's going to get paid this summer, but because he really needs it. But who wants to deal with the head case? Derek Brassard, Josh Archibald. Yamamoto is a young, good player. So is Pugliarvi, but he's had trouble. Ryan McLeod, also young, but like, where's he from? Devon Shore, Derek Ryan, Warren Fogle. I thought he's done playing after his concussions, and Zach Cassian. Like, you're winning games in the playoffs solely off of McDavid, Draisaitl, and Nurse.
and
and
Nugent
Nugent
Hopkins.
Hopkins. Yeah. That's just insane. And that's mainly because you pay two guys combined like 20 something $million.
Yeah. What is it? 21?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 21. But shit, fucking. This has
What's your
been.
prediction for that series?
I'm gonna go Colorado in 7 because Kemper looked shaky game 6 and 7, so I can see Edmonton pushing the 7.
Yeah. Colorado is pretty good. I think it's gonna be like a battle of who is like the best depth, and I think I just have to go Colorado.
I would agree with you on that one.
And how many games did you say? 7?
Yeah, just because.
Yeah, I'll say 7 too. Fuck it. All these games have been going later and later.
Yeah, thank God all the games from now on are gonna be like 8 o'clock because these 10 o'clock these 10 o'clock start times have been,
a 6 or 7 o'clock game, please.
well, remember it's basically
Yeah,
West Coast. So
yeah, it's true.
no, 8 o'clock games, I don't mind. 10 o'clock games, like once the third period hits, I'm like already mentally checked out for the night.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's our recap and predictions of the second round and conference finals, respectively, of the 2022 Stanley Cup Playoffs. Loving the beer chug at the end. And yeah, we'll be back for the Stanley Cup final in roughly 2 weeks, give or take. Like
it's game every other day. So yeah.
Yeah, roughly give or take like 3 days.
Yeah.
Either
Sweeps. Way. Rangers get swept, Evans get swept.
I just want, dude, I'm so ready for the season to be over because I just want to like go one night without having to watch television.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm that type of checked out.
I
nothing against the NHL, but
I want this season to just so I can see if Kakko gets offer sheeted because he's gone too. We're not gonna keep him. Yeah, he's gonna get off sheeted for sure. He's gonna get the Cockney mid deal. Someone's be like, oh, he'll be good in like 3 more years. Let's just give him like $6 million. And Rangers aren't gonna match it.
Well, that is a story for another video, but yeah. I'm gonna end this because I do have to hop on another Zoom call, and we really don't have much else to talk about. Yeah. So
I got a shower because it's been 95 degrees outside today.
That probably is the reason why that I have like no energy today. It could be that I only had 1 cup of coffee instead of 2 because I usually have 2, but the heat and this room getting progressively warmer throughout the last like hour is probably done a number on me. So,
oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you everyone.
Thank you
for listening. Nice. Thank you to everyone watching on YouTube. Please leave a like, comment, hit that subscribe button, follow us on all of our social media accounts across the platforms listed in the description box below. And yeah, we'll be back for the Stanley Cup final, which would be wonderful if the Rangers were in it, but time will tell.
Yep, and the parade.
That would be nice. I just hope it isn't 95 degrees if we do have one.
It's going to be. I'll pass out happily.
Yeah. Well,
all right.
You know what? I was going to say something, but I'll just get back to that next episode.
Oh.
If it permits. So thank you everyone, and talk to you next time.